Hey, good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. The last video I finished up with laying down the bilge paint, and I also bilge paint the all the deck plates and the pieces that go in the center. I didn't get that on film because my camera died, and it was getting close about 6 o'clock at night when I was finishing this stuff up, and it was starting to get cold. So I primarily was focusing on getting this paint down. But I'll flip you around here and show you. I kind of got everything laid out. So this is the coffin box door lid. It turned out really well. I've got the first layer on it. I'm going to come back in and put another layer on it today. Right here is the back center deck plate for the two hatches. I've got it laid out. It looks really good. Probably only going to put one coat on this, but I am going to come back in and seal a little bit more up. But really, since you're never going to see this, and it's not going to have any any foot traffic or anything underneath of it, I'll probably just hit it with one coat. Moving over here, I got the live well. Got the underneath of the live well cleaned up. I'm going to come back in when I hit it with a brush and kind of get a little closer with it, but it looks really good. And then over here, I got the hatch, inside of the hatch covers for the centerpiece right there. And then I went ahead and painted this. This is the life jacket box, as well as the life jacket lid. It turned out pretty good. I'm going to do two coats on this one as well. So I'll lightly sand this and do another coat of bilge paint. Well, it looks pretty good. I'm going to jump up here in the boat and kind of show you what it looks like as well. Looks pretty clean. I'm going to lightly sand this as well and hit it one more time with bilge paint. That stuff really, you can really tell the difference when you put two layers down. It says 1 to 2 coats, but 2 coats is definitely where it's at. And moving forward, looks real clean, it's real pretty. So I went all the way up to about right here, this line. That line, that kind of that patch that you can see right in there, or that strip of glass, is going to be about where that bow thruster is going to go in. So it's either going to go there or a little forward of it. So I went ahead and stopped my paint right here, so that way I don't have to grind and sand it again to get to the to that area to install the bow thruster. And then once I get it installed, then I'll finish out the paint. But it looks pretty good. I got all the way around. I got the second coat on. First coat looks pretty good, but that second coat looks even better. Got up here, did all the way back up to the bow, just short of the area where I'm going to put the bow thruster right here. Tomorrow after church, I'll do one coat underneath the gunnel. I'm just going to do one coat. I'm not going to double coat that. I'm just doing it just to keep it clean. Next couple days, I'm going to come in and fair what little things that need to get faired in, and hit it with 220 primer, getting ready for paint. All right, well, I've mixed some bilge paint. I'm going to paint underneath the gunnel all the way around. I've already came in and hit it with 220, sanded it down and vacuumed and cleaned it up. But I'm going to come in and paint all the underside of the cap here all the way around to clean it up. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but I've got the paint. Might as well go ahead and get it cleaned up, and then it'll be nice and presentable. So that's what we'll do this afternoon. I'm probably knock this out, then I'm going to try to jump out there and fair some of those other deck plates out. But it's coming on pretty good. I'm going to get back to it. Really sealed up the underneath the cap here, so that'll just keep the underneath the cap clean. So when you got to spray it off with a water hose or anything like that, blood gets up underneath there, splashes up, it'll come off a lot easier. I can wipe it down a lot easier than trying to scrub it. I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of the boat now and see if I can do some total fair on the deck plates. It's a lot of rattling. What was it? Just try to. That's what the wrapper's supposed to do, look more like that, but I don't know why that wrapper got in there so deep, but it was in there. So you got 2 sticks, well technically 3 sticks. You got 1 stick for each canister and then a mixing stick. You don't want to keep going back and forth. So it's equal parts, 1 to 1. I'm gonna have to catch this orange stuff up real quick. That's pretty close. It's probably about right. When it's fully mixed, it'll turn into like a green, like a baby food green, I guess you could say. Probably should have put this stuff in the sun for a little bit. It's in the mid 50s, but it's a little. Last time I mixed this was during the summertime, and it was a little easier to mix. So you can tell it's kind of cold, but it's mixing good. So either way, you just mix it all in to where you don't see any orange or yellow or blue. I guess it's orange and blue, and then makes green. Helps to have a like a metal putty knife. I went to Lowe's, said I was going to get one, but I forgot to put it on my list and got everything else but that. So I'm using the paint stick and then the little plastic putty spreader, which works. It's just a little easier with a metal blade. But just going to work it in and make sure it's all green color, one color. It's kind of obvious. You don't want to put this in there because then you'll contaminate the batch and it'll start to cure on you while it sits. Work it in and gotta lift it up, put it in. Like I said, it's a little easier if it was a metal spatula or a putty knife or something like that. But no, plastic works too. Looks pretty good. I'm just going to go ahead and cover this stuff up while I'm working this. I don't know the sense for this being open. Alrighty. That's what you're looking for. But it's all even, all mixed one color. Looks pretty good. And I'm filling in these, basically not this non-skid that was built into the mold. I'm filling it in because I'm going to come back with not like a non-skid, but a total, not a, what's it called? Tough coat. Come back in with a tough coat. Using total tread on top of the gunnel. It's a little cleaner. But this tough coat's supposed to be pretty good stuff, so I'll try it out and see what it looks like. Turned out pretty good. I think that for the first layer, I don't really think I'll have to fair it in a whole lot. This is a deck plate, and it's going to be covered with that tough coat, so you'll never see anything, but I'm just trying to get it as flat as possible. But I think that'll fair in really well. All this will be actually underneath the box, so really I'm mainly focused, you know, to have real good clean lines from here back. But it lays out pretty good. Stuff is really easy to work. And it's kind of satisfying. Just taking your time and trying to make it, trying to get as close as possible so I don't have to sand a whole lot. Well, it looks pretty good. I'm going to jump over to that next one right there. Well, I have both of the deck pieces faired in. I'll have to come back in and sand it once it cures. It looks pretty good. I think I'll let it sit probably overnight, probably all day tomorrow, and then probably hit it Tuesday. It should do really well. Looks pretty good. I'm excited to get some primer on it. It looked good with some primer and then some tough coat. Well, I almost forgot the doors for this deck plate right here, so I went ahead and grabbed them real quick and then mixed another batch and mixed them, so they were done. So now I can also say I'm done. So I've got them. I've got everything total faired in. I'm gonna let them sit for these deck plates. Let these deck plates sit, and then I'll probably hit them Tuesday with some sandpaper. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. You have a blessed day.